Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
The night a shooter targeted the Michigan State campus, more than 2,000 calls poured into 911.
How many people have been shot?
I don't know, but the person in front of me.
Tonight, newly released audio reveals the chaos, the fear, and how dispatchers tried to get a grasp on what was happening. Thanks for joining us this Friday night. I'm Karen Drew in for Devin Skillion.
And I'm Kimberly Gill. The 911 calls make it clear how challenging it was to gather accurate information like the number of people shot or a description of the shooter. Mara McDonald is live downtown tonight. And Mara, I tell you, those dispatchers were laser focused.
I mean, Kimberly, they were incredible. We've been listening to all these newly released tapes tonight, and over you hear the same thing. They are so focused. They are doing their level best to remain incredibly calm and poised. I mean, we were listening to these tapes and our blood pressure was through the roof. Take a listen.
I don't know, but she's bleeding out of the ear and mouth. She's unconscious right now. I have no idea.
She's unconscious?
The first calls out of that Berkey classroom where the shooter opened fire are filled with the voices of bewildered kids trying to grasp what's happened and what they're seeing.
Are you with anybody that has been shot? Yes, we have several people shot. Several people.
Dispatchers probing for information.
Did you hear anything else?
No,
Or just the gunshots go off?
just the gunshots.
And in the rush of all those calls, so many with unintentional misdirection or misinformation.
All right, listen, I'm going to ask you once more because you are plotting at Berkey Hall. Are you sure you're not at Berkey Hall?
Yes, we're at Bessie Hall.
No, Bessie Hall is down on Farm Lane. Or you said you're by Grand River. That's Berkey Hall.
Berkey? Okay, yeah, all right, Berkey, I guess. Sorry.
It is Berkey. I just want to make sure we want to go to the right place.
All the while trying to provide needed info like turn out the lights, get down, barricade the door, as well as soothe.
You're doing great. Just take a deep breath. There's lots of help outside. I will let you know if anything changes, okay?
Okay.
Back here live, you know, we have interviewed the lead 911 dispatcher from that night, and she says the hardest part about all of this was telling the kids inside Berkey that she had to get off the phone because the other phones were ringing and that they had to be answered. That telling those kids, I'm sorry, I've got to hang up, but there is help on the way, the hardest part of the whole thing. We're live downtown tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
What a remarkable job by those 911 operators. Mara, we appreciate it.
Well, get ready. The weekend forecast is looking a little less ideal if you were thinking about maybe doing something outside.
Yeah, Kim's here with what to expect, and tomorrow's going to be a lot of wind, Kim.
A lot of wind and some rain, but it's not a total loss. Sunday looks much better, but there is a wind advisory that will go into effect at 10 a.m. Saturday and continue all day long until midnight. Wind gusts are forecast to be anywhere from 30 even up to 40 miles per hour. As we look at the wind gust forecast when that advisory starts, not too bad with wind gusts maybe approaching 30 in a few areas. It's the afternoon. By 4 o'clock, we're expecting almost 50 mile per hour winds down in Monroe County, 40 mile per hour winds in Ann Arbor, 33 in Mount Clemens, and near 40 mile per hour gusts expected in Pontiac. And the wind will continue, but then it will start to quiet down by Sunday morning. At these wind speeds and these wind gusts, if you have an empty trash can or even some patio furniture that you kind of rush the season and put out, it could definitely tip over and even go into the neighbor's yard with these kind of wind gusts. If you want to check out what the wind gusts are in your backyard, in your neighborhood, you just need to go to the Forewarned Weather app. You can go to your favorite app store and type in WDIV.
New tonight, it is one of the biggest fentanyl busts in state history. The feds say they seized enough fentanyl to kill nearly everyone in Michigan. The drugs coming from Grand Rapids and ending up in Oakland County. Jacqueline Francis is live with what we know about the operation. Jacqueline.
We know it happened Wednesday night in Oakland County, a traffic stop where law enforcement seized more than 40 pounds of fentanyl. The feds telling us that's enough to wipe out the entire state.
The Drug Enforcement Administration's Detroit office taking more than 20 kilograms of fentanyl off the street. Acting on intel from the west side of the state, originating from Mexico, they say the drugs made their way to Grand Rapids before heading to Metro Detroit. The traffic stop was made Wednesday night with the help of local law enforcement like the Oakland County Sheriff's Office, an agency that's been proactive battling the Mexican cartels from afar.
Just because you're not situated on the southern border doesn't mean your community's not affected and people aren't dying from it.
Sheriff Mike Bouchard says every day people in Oakland County are dying from fentanyl, which is why Wednesday's bust was critical.
If this wasn't stopped by this effort, there'd be more bodies. Plain and simple.
According to the DEA, 2 milligrams of fentanyl is considered a deadly dose. Therefore, the 20 kilograms seized was enough to kill 10 million people, roughly the population of Michigan. When it comes to fentanyl, Bouchard says there's no quality control because cartels don't care if you die.
If you go back historically, there used to be a drug dealer on the corner and he wanted you as a regular customer. These folks in the cartels, they don't care because they know they can get somebody else and that will replace the person they just killed.
Some really interesting insight there from the sheriff. He says that the goal is to punish the dealers and get help for those addicted to the drugs. We do expect to learn more about this massive drug bust once the investigation is over. Reporting live, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
Good news, all those drugs are off the streets tonight. Jacqueline, thanks.
Well, tonight a Detroit family is mourning the loss of a 96-year-old woman and her son who died in a house fire this morning. It happened on East Kirby Avenue near Mount Elliott and East Grand Boulevard. 96-year-old Catherine Hickman and her son Dirk did not make it out alive. They lived in that home for decades. Family members say this is a big loss for the community.
A staple in the community. Black Club came out this morning to provide support. My family is here as well to provide support. Just, she's 96 years full of life up until this very moment.
So horribly sad. So far, investigators don't have a cause for the fire.
New rules are now in place for when people lose power for several days, like we saw from the winter storms in late February. Today, the Michigan Public Service Commission approved increases to power outage credits. People will be given $35 if they lose power, plus $35 more each day the power is out. The credits will be automatic. Before this, the credit was only $25 and customers had to apply with their utility. The feelings about the changes are mixed.
I think it's good. I think that'll help. We should have been doing that. Always more money, more help. It's great.
The credit will be available during mass outages if power is out for 4 days or more. It will not, though, be retroactive for the last 2 winter storms.
New tonight at 11, the Right to Work Committee is blasting Governor Whitmer's repeal of the law. The committee calls it a dreadful day in Michigan's history. Governor Whitmer signed that repeal earlier today. The Right to Work bill was passed more than a decade ago by the then Republican-controlled legislature. It allowed people in union shops to opt out of paying union dues and fees. The governor is also restoring a prevailing wage law that requires contractors hired for state projects to pay union-level wages.